allow yourself to get into a comfortable position, whether seated or lying down. You may want to soften your gaze down the bridge of your nose, or close your eyes if that feels more comfortable. And I invite you to place your hands on your heart and think back to some of those emotions that you've been wanting to avoid, the emotions that you've been stuffing down as you busy yourself with tasks. Lean into the pain and allow yourself to feel it. Maybe even let yourself touch these emotions to get close to the pain. I want you to ask your heart, what were you feeling when that pain came up? Maybe it's sadness, anger, feeling helpless, hopeless. Pick a word that stands out to you. Next, I want you to ask your heart, what does that pain remind you of? When was the first time you remember feeling that emotion in your life? Is there a memory? Is there an age that comes to mind of how old you were when you experienced that? I want you to just give yourself some space. Your heart and your body are wanting to heal themselves, so I want you to trust that if you just give it a little bit of space, that your heart will be glad to share information with you. And maybe you have a specific memory that came up to mind, or a general theme. Or maybe you have a specific age that comes to mind. Whatever comes up, I want you to lean into that memory, or that impression, or that thought. What was that version of you going through? What were you needing that you didn't get? What felt so painful about that? What specifically happened? Right now, your heart may be giving you information that's been suppressed for a really long time. And the memory or thought or theme that's coming up may not even feel relevant, or that it connects with the emotions that you were having. I want you to bypass needing to understand. And I want you to lean in and recognize that your heart is telling you something, because it has information here for you. Lean in and keep exploring. You've been avoiding this pain for a long time, and that brings disconnection and ends up making it worse. So I want you to lean into that pain, because when we don't allow ourselves to feel and grieve that, we actually abandon ourselves, and we leave the younger version of ourselves stuck in a prison of that pain. And pain is unbearable for you because you know pain without getting comfort. So we want to come close to it, acknowledge it, and get comfort and love into that space. Allow unconditional love to come into that experience. Open your heart. Feel the warmth of your hands on your heart. And imagine that love is pouring into your heart, filling it with love. Stay in this space as long as you need. And refer back to this video in the upcoming days to connect with your heart. You'll find, as with anything, that the more you practice this, the more natural and comforting it will be.